Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Okay, I am going to try and do my drag makeup drunk. Cause girl, I am drunk. And I thought, let's do my drag makeup drunk as hell. Okay, regardless of what it comes out as, regardless of what I look like, let's do it. So, I tried to do this before. Oh my god, I can't see. Oh my god. I'm gonna fall asleep in drag tonight. So I'm gonna put on this wig cap.
Hey!
Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put all the hair in the wig cap as best as I can. You know what I mean? Put all the hair in there. And we're gonna try and do this drag makeup. Oh my god. Just basically put as much hair as you can in the wig. Okay? So, have I had a couple of twisted teas? Yes. Yes. Are my eyebrows slightly glued? Absolutely. But we're gonna do it again. Okay, so I was actually trying to do this a while ago. Hey. Hold on, I need a second. Okay, so we're gonna try and do my drag makeup like for real, you know what I mean? And what I always start off with is gluing down the eyebrows. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you are a bushy eyebrow queen like I am, you can't block down your eyebrows without purple glue. You can't do it. You have to have purple glue because this shit is magic. And what I do is I just take a spoolie brush and I just spoolie it up as much as possible. And I do both to both eyebrows. So I just spoolie it up to basically kind of blend it in with my face, and then I go over and I just do it again. You know what I mean? Now I'm gonna do this. I can do this. Now we're gonna take this e.l.f. primer. Where's my writing ring? We're gonna take this e.l.f. primer and we're gonna do a couple little splotches and we're just gonna rub this into the face. Now, if I was going out and drag, I would absolutely glue my head down. I would take some Got2b all over, glue it down. Absolutely, Got2b is gonna get you there, okay? And this is someone that's been doing drag for 2+ months. Got2b is going to slick it down. It's also going to attach your hair, your bald cap or your hair cap to the hair, and it's going to make it stay. Okay, you need Got2b. It's just Got2b. And I'm gonna try and do this slowly because, hold on, I need a moment. Because I am drunk. So I'm gonna take this e.l.f. What is this? Halo Glow Liquid Filter Foundation. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm just gonna take this and literally just go all over my face with it. I have nowhere to be tomorrow, so I'm just gonna do this. Because I think even as a drag person or a person that does drag, it's important to do drag for fun. You know what I mean? To keep it real and to keep it fun. Because the minute that drag starts to become too serious or like too, you know what I mean, is when it starts to not be fun anymore. And I think that's where you don't want to be. I think drag needs to be fun for you to, you know what I mean? Like, it just needs to be fun. So I'm going to apply this all over my face. And then I'm going to take this fat beauty blender and I'm just going to, oh my god, we've already been recording for 5 minutes. Fuck. But we're just gonna go over it. And I basically just start to do the base while my eyebrows are kind of drying. And then I'll add a second and third coat. But basically what we wanna do is we wanna just beat it out. And this foundation is not very full coverage. I realize that, but it's great for a queen that is on the budget. And I'm naked right now. Hey, it's already 8 minutes into the fucking... How is it already 8 minutes into the fucking video? I feel like I've been recording for like literally 2 minutes. What? So I'm gonna take this e.l.f. Camo Concealer and I'm just gonna literally... No, I'm not gonna use the concealer yet. Okay, whew. I almost did a baddie. I have been a victim of accidentally doing concealer too early. You should try and do bronzer first, because going over with a lighter color is so much easier than going with a darker color, in my opinion. For the kind of drag makeup I do, I have an issue. I always forget to do bronzer first, and I just add it to all the parts that I want to be darkened. So I add it to my chin, I add it to my nose, and then I blend it out. And then adding, and I take a smaller beauty blender, and I just really... There's a moth in my room, and I think that's kind of beautiful. I think adding the darker color first is so much better, because then you can add it. You can add the lighter color after, like the concealer, and it starts to really marry each other, you know what I mean? And again, I'm doing this drunk, so I really want you to bear with me. Hold on. There's gonna be many of those moments where I have to take a second. So for a bronzer, I'm using this, what is it? What is the brand? Color Perfect Black Radiance Foundation. It's just in a darker color. And I use that for my bronzer. But then for my concealer, I use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. And this shit is gold. I use this in the whitest color. And what I literally do, watch. I just apply it like this to both sides. And I really do add a lot. I add a lot to the apples of my cheeks, because that's the part I really want to fucking highlight. You know what I mean? You really want to highlight that. I add a little bit down here, here, and here. Just like that. And then I add a little bit here. Connect these two. I add a little bit down on my chin. And then this is where I go back in. And I add a harsh line here. So I follow my bronzer to the mouth. And it's literally just one swipe to the mouth. And that's it. And then I blend her out. And same for this side. I kind of have that harsh line there for my nose contour. And then I marry it with the bronzer. This is what I do. You know what I mean? Just beat it out as much as you can. Try and marry everything that you see. You know what I mean? Like, try and kind of blend everything. You know what I mean? That's why I try to connect to the upper lip. Like this. But the last thing I want to do is make that line not sharp, because the sharp line is what makes my makeup. And I'm not the first person to do this. I'm not saying that I am the inventor of this sharp line thing, but I definitely like to have this sharp line. Just like that. Absolutely. You know, I really, bitch, I just fucking ruined it because, oh God, I was sloppy. I was sloppy with her. But make sure you have that sharp line. You know what I mean? That's what I've learned with my drag style, is I like it to look really sharp in certain areas. Like this right here, again, I'm drunk, so shut up. Would I probably go out like this? No. Okay, once we get to this point, I start to do my, this is my third or my second layer? Girl, I don't know. I think this might be my third. But I will say this, girls. If you have bushy eyebrows, get into that middle section. Get into where the eyebrow starts. Into right there. And then I'm gonna take a light translucent powder, which is not really translucent, but I still say that it is. And I'm going to pack it into that to set it. You know what I mean? And the reason why I start packing this now is because at this point in the foundation and the base, I'm gonna start adding powder. And then I go over them. I do a little swipe. I do a little swipe like this. This is a dirty brush. Do a little swipe, and then I go back in with my foundation, and I do this big glob. Cover them completely. Like, I take the most amount of foundation, cover them. Now, sometimes my eyebrows will be done before I'm done with the whole face, and that way the glue can fully dry. Unfortunately, I did not do that this time. And that's how you get rid of your eyebrow as best as you can. You know what I mean? Like, I have dark eyebrows, so this is the best way to get rid of it. In my opinion, I'm sure other queens have much, you know, different sort of methods, but this is how I get rid of it. And then I go back over it with my powder. My balls are out. Anyways, then I take that same white translucent powder, and I go over the places that are primarily white. So I'm gonna take this pointy end like this, and I'm just gonna really go underneath the eye with that. Because you want the underneath of your eye to be super white. Absolutely, you want it to be as white as possible. You see that? And then I take this big loose powder of banana colored setting powder, and I just literally just add that to the parts that didn't have the light colored powder, just to really lock it all in. So then you're just gonna very lightly take this is what I do, is just take a little fluffy brush, and I just start to wipe most of it off. You know what I mean? Just start to wipe most of it off. And for me, I know a lot of girls bake. Okay, for me, I've never really done that because I just never really, like, if you, I'm gifted with a gorgeous, you know, youthful face, so I don't have many creases under my eyes. And I know a lot of girls, they will, or I even know, like, in, what's it called? The 2020, what was it, 2020, like, I think it was literally 2020 era. Everyone would bake under their eyes. Okay, now that we're at this stage, we're gonna take a bronzer. Well, let's see how good this does. We're gonna take a bronzer. This is again by Black Radiance. Beautiful brand, beautiful, and they make amazing products. And I'm gonna take this middle color here. This is the Contour Palette True Complexion. And I'm just gonna warm this cheek up. I use that middle color to really warm it up, to really kind of define that cheekbone, you know what I mean? That fake cheekbone that we have. And then I take it over the forehead like this. Then I take this darker color, and I just go into the pockets of my, the pockets right here. Just go into the pockets, really deepen it out. I even add some to the forehead, just in the middle. And I really make sure to deepen those pockets because I like it to look, again, like I am sucking on a lemon. And then this is the tricky part, okay? And this is the part that's gonna be hard because I'm drunk. I lick the brush, I take a little bit of this middle color, and I'm gonna actually use this mirror because it takes some concentration. Girl. So I really like a sharp nose, so I just go from here. Okay. It's really important that you get the right angle. And then I do eyebrows. Okay, so I use this Pixie palette. Trash. Absolute trash. Would never buy again. But I use it for my eyebrows because it's so bad, because the pigment is so bad that it's like not pigmented enough where I can kind of trace them out. So I just kind of start here. You know what I mean? Like, what is that? That literally is nothing. And then I'll take a darker color. And I'll do that. Cute. Do the other one. So I kind of started off with this like brownish color. And then I go in with a darker color to really refine it. And that's where we are. My eyebrows always end up looking like they're not related, but that's okay. Okay, anyways, so that's where we are. And then I go back in with my concealer, okay? And I feel like this is a no-no, okay? I don't know if it is a no-no, but this takes a lot of precision because I know you're not really supposed to go back over with a cream product after you've already set, but do I listen to the rules? No. So I just kind of use this, and I know people use a brush, but I just can't be bothered. To kind of shape out what I want the brow to look like that, you know what I mean? I just shape it out and kind of like that. And then I do the same for the other side, like that. And obviously, if things don't look right, I will go back in and fix her. But then, this is the tricky part, girl. So I take this into the middle. And I bring it down like that. And then I just take this really small beauty blender and I just blend her out. Again, it's a little bit hard because I am already set, but if you really can do it, you can do it. So then I just kind of confirm those lines, you know what I mean? And just basically blend it out like that. I'm gonna take this really high white translucent powder and I'm literally just going to very carefully, you know what I mean? Very carefully press it in so that we're not messing up any of those lines. Again, I don't know how the other queens do this. I'm sure there is an easier way, but I don't do the easier way. Okay, I was literally about to say, funny enough, I'm like actually really concentrated when I'm drunk, and then I just dropped the fucking thing, so who knows actually what I'm saying. Okay, I'm kind of living for these eyebrows. Oh my god. So I use this, what is this? J-Cat Beauty. It's in nude, which I think is ridiculous. Why is this nude, bitch? Aren't we all nude deep down? Why the fuck is the Caucasian color nude? Well, anyways, I use this color and I just add it to like this. Just add like a little thing. Both sides. Don't add too much. And then I use my tiny little beauty blender and I beat it in like this. And actually this really helps with hiding the texture of your eyebrow. Again, if you're like me and you have really bushy eyebrows, this helps a lot. Adding a base really helps. I'm dropping everything, by the way. Again, I'm not really going anywhere tonight. I'm just getting into drag for fun. So I'm going to use this Revolution palette. And there's so many beautiful colors in here. If you couldn't tell already, I like to do a bright ass look. I try to stray away from neutrals and shit because I like to look like a clown. I mean, if you couldn't tell from these eyebrows already. So I think let's do a pink look. I really haven't done a pink look. So let's dip into this color called Vacay. I'm using a fluffy brush and I'm really just dipping in there. And I'm just literally going to follow the shape of my eye. I literally just do this. My makeup is very circular. So I just follow the underside of my eyebrow and I really just kind of bring that like this. So I'm gonna take this more compact brush and I think I'm gonna go with this color right here. It's just a little bit darker. It's almost kind of like a purple. It's called Tail Feather. And I'm really going to basically kind of press this into kind of like the crease of this eye. Again, it's not too much difference, so we'll see how it works. So that color didn't really do too much. So I'm gonna actually take this red color that is in this NYX Ultimate I Know What's Bright color, or palette, sorry. And I'm gonna take this and really pack this into the, yeah, that's what I want. Just like that. And then I'm gonna go back in with a fluffy brush. And what color should I use? I'm gonna take this lighter pink color and I'm just gonna dip into there. And I'm just gonna kind of go around the edges and kind of blend this part out. I'm just gonna blend this part out to kind of make it smoky almost, you know, not make it so harsh. Yes, that's what we want. We wanna kind of get rid of that, that harsh line, just kind of like this, absolutely. Oh, I'm living. Okay, and this is kind of basically the eye. I might honestly go in with I have this palette. This is the, what is this? The Wine and Only ColourPop palette. And I honestly might go in with this darker red color right here. This is in the shade Mullet Over. And I honestly, I might go in and just really deepen up that inner corner right here, or the side. I don't even know if this is the inner corner, but I might just kind of deepen up that, yeah. Because this is where our eyeliner is gonna go, and I really just want that as deep as possible. Okay, this is the hard part. Girls, settle in, because this is the hard part. This is the part that will make or break the Toxica makeup, and it is the white liner. Okay, so I use this Ulta Beauty Color Punch Longwear Liquid Eyeliner. I'm going to get the Trixie Mattel white liner as soon as as soon as I can. I just, girl, again, I'm a drag queen on the budget, but I'm going to try and get that because I trust Trixie's white liner and I expect it to be good. So I'm just gonna kind of make the shape here, and I'm gonna probably be quiet so I can focus. So I'm using this white liner. It is not very, I don't have that much left, so we're just gonna try with what we have. Okay, so this is kind of the white liner look that I do. Honestly, I'm gonna bring this down a little bit more. Again, I'm running out of this white stuff, so we're gonna try. We're gonna really try to make her look opaque, but I'm gonna kind of probably go over with another coat. So now we're gonna let this dry, and then we're gonna add the black liner now. The white and the black liner is where I get really scared because it makes or breaks my makeup. It really does. So, but we did pretty good with the white liner, so let's knock on wood and hope that the black liner will look good. I'm using this Revlon Color Stay. I kind of, you know, go back and forth with different black liners, but I just use whatever works for me. So I'm gonna just literally go like this. Like that. I totally just stabbed my fucking eye. And I cannot afford to cry right now. Absolutely not. Oh, and there goes the tear. Good thing we powdered her to high heaven. You know what I mean? That's why I say you powder, girls. Fierce. This is, I just realized I don't have lashes. I just realized I lost all my lashes. Maybe I can find them. It's okay. Okay, I'm gonna do the other eye. Okay, here is the eyeliner done. And literally all we have to do next is just blend in the white liner and do the lips and add lashes. Oh my god, I just fucking dropped my foundation. Okay, but let's do it. Okay, so I'm gonna blend in the white liner. I'm just gonna go back in with this pink color with a fluffy brush and just marry these two together like this. And then since I can't find, let me find my lashes. Okay, so I only found my top lashes, which is unfortunate, but it's better than no lashes. So we're gonna put it on. And oh my god, why am I not focused? Thank you. I use this like fuck ass glue. It's like Duo. And I know I need a better glue. Don't talk to me, but I'm just gonna add this. So I really like to line with a black liner because I feel like it really elevates the look. So I'm gonna do that today. And I just really literally just go in, so. Oh god. I just line slightly below my regular lip because my bottom lip is pretty big. And then I line my top lip a little bigger. And the thing about this is that the black liner is going to melt with the lipstick. So what lipstick should we do? We have this pink liner look. Let's do a nude lip. I fill in the lip first. And this is not pinky enough for me. I think we're gonna add a little bit more pink. Just to really liven it up. And I'm gonna take, actually, I think that's pretty as it is. Really just mix it around.
Ooh.
And that's it. Now we're gonna add our lashes. And again, I would definitely, absolutely have bottom lashes, but I can't find them right now. Oh shit. It's okay. I forgot to add mascara. Shit. That's the wrong side. Whoops. And for me, the look is not done until you have falsies on. Again, I would have bottom lashes, but I just don't have those today. And then last thing I usually do at the end, honestly, is add me some blush by, what is it? Essence? Pinky blush. This is in the shade, what is this shade? Bold Heart. And we're gonna use this and we're gonna add this to the apples of our cheeks. And I like a thick blush, you know what I mean? I like to look like I am in heat, mama. Sunkenness of my cheek, you know what I mean? And then I add a little bit to the nose at the end to really go for that. And then sometimes I even add it up here just to kind of warm everything up. But I have a problem. I don't know when to stop. And this is the final look. Let's get into full drag, mama. And here is the final look. Girl, I have to shit. This is a wig that I actually styled myself. And I think she looks pretty cute. She's getting a little bit of like a blowout 80s fantasy. She's curly, she's fair, she's big. I mean, she could be bigger, but we'll get there someday. Anyways, this is the final look. Honestly, I think I did fucking good for being kind of, you know what I mean? What I would have done differently, probably would have had some rhinestones. Girl, I like to add rhinestones to my look. I have a bucket of rhinestones. These aren't even rhinestones, these are sequins, bitch. But I would probably add some to my look a little bit. But other than that, I mean, I think I did pretty good. I mean, this could have been worse. The only thing that's really missing is the lower lashes. I mean, I don't know if I would go out like this. Actually, I might go out like this. I feel like I look pretty good. You know what I mean? I look pretty cute. Only thing I don't love the lip. I think the lip is too dark. Should we try and fix her real quick? Lip, yeah, the lip's too dark. Let's try. And it's the same exact color. Maybe she did work out a little bit. I don't know, but I definitely do like this look, girl. Like, I think I did good. I think I did pretty good having, what number of drink am I on? Like fucking, I don't even know. But I think I did pretty good being a little inebriated. I think once I start to get in the zone, I'm like, I'm no longer drunk anymore. And I'm like, this is serious. But I think I look fucking phenomenal. I think I look pretty good. I could look worse. And this is just a fucking dress that I got from Shein. Not from Shein, from Savers. I got this from Savers. I would stand up, but isn't she cute? She needs a little bit of body, but I'm not doing all that right now. And, oh my God. Anyways, if you like this video and want to see me do, wait, hold on, let me turn on the girl voice. If you like this video and you want to see me do some more drag content, please leave a like and a subscribe. And I hope you like this video, and I hope you like seeing me turn into Toxica. And I will see you next time, mama. Bye.
I was drunk.